Testing. Can you guys out there hear me? I do believe you can. Can you guys out there hear me? John 3:16. Are you there? John! Duality! Emilia! I see you guys. I'm just waiting for the countdown now. It is me, Trent. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it all night long. Watching Trent do the morning stream made me so jealous.
In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Disclaimer, not financial advice. We are not liable for any personal financial decisions. Thank you. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm putting out a tweet. And Trent's still trying to go get his glass. So we'll be like 2 more seconds. Breakout and the breakout was real. Post. All right. Move him for a second. And I'm coming on. Welcome in, guys, to another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. I am your host right now. Trent is here. He just can't see him. He is invisible. He is sitting right there in a corner below the screen. I promise you, I see his camera on. Either that or he left it on, but I'm pretty sure he's coming. Oh, my goodness. Where is that? We have him. He's right there. You see him, guys? I told you he was coming. He didn't leave his camera on. Oh my goodness, Trent. I was so nervous. I thought you got lost, but it's okay. You found your way back. Guys, if you like seeing us both here, please smash that like button because we like seeing you guys here, but not down because I know I'm here, but I'd like to see it up. That's right. Thumbs up like that. And subscribe bell. I can't see. I smashed it, guys. I smashed that bell so hard I lost the screen. You can find that bell over in that corner for YouTube and over these 2 corners for Kick and Rumble. YouTube suppresses a channel as excellent as ours. I know. It's hard to believe. It's just a thing. Over on Rumble and Kick, we just naturally grow. It's the most beautiful, friendliest friendship I've ever had. Guys, I know if you haven't seen this mug in a while. This is my Lord of the Rings style mug. I bought it at a Goodwill in North Dakota for $2. And today I am bringing you a helmet breaker. Yeah, it's a helmet breaker. It is a Dystopia State double IPA small batch resistance from Tacoma, Washington. It is APV 75. Oh, so I can't make that out. It looks like an LKU. So pardon me if I'm wrong. Is there anything else? There's no actual, like, I like to have like a little, intro to it. But I mean, here's a can art if you guys want interested. I know it's cooler than the Prism art. That's just, oh no, I'm thinking of the invisible one, the invisible red square. What's the invisible one, Trent? That's just, I think it has pretty
that
good.
one.
My kids are somehow turned my TV on. They got the wrong controller in there, and they are playing around with the TV in my room from the living room. All right, guys, I got ASMR pop. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I forgot how to do this. Did you hear it? I don't know if you guys can see this, but I got it on my mic. That was a good pop.
Hey, this is your first one on the show in a while.
It is, man. I honestly, I probably wouldn't have had it today, but I ran out of coffee.
Back in action, baby.
Yeah, we were down at a brewery this last weekend for a wedding, and it was like, dude, we had like this package, like you can get 11 beers for, 4 beers for $11. I was like, okay, I'll try it. So here we go, guys. The ASMR pour. Not pour, but color. Oh yeah. Whoa, look at that. I don't even know. It's like a honey color. I don't know if you guys can see it. Am I in the camera? I don't know if I am or not. Come on, look at the camera. Here we go, guys. And look, I didn't spill it. There's the 2-finger top. Look at that. That was perfect. Can't even get a better pour than that, guys. So tasting the aroma, the mango, pine, tastes like cedarwood from Tacoma. I'm pretty excited for this, guys. I'm going to let it breathe a little bit before I actually ingest this honey viscous of nature. Okay, Chen, what do you got for us?
Well, today I'm bringing you guys a PB to unlock.
Yes!
From Monkish Brewing Company.
Let's go, Monkish!
That's because here on this channel, we're giving you the key to win in this bull run is in this live stream.
This one right here. This is the one that matters, guys.
So we got our ASMR pop.
ASMR fart. ASMR fart. Pop.
I get what you're saying, Muffhead, but I do think, the odds are like the odds are almost 100% right now of a 75 bip cut from now to December. So
I think 50 today, this month.
Well, yeah, I do think that even if we just get that 25 bip cut, I think the market is pricing in 3 rate cuts once we get that first one, no matter what. It's narrative. I get what you're saying. It shouldn't make a difference. But speculation doesn't always respect those rules. Like, when you have that come, and then you have the Clarity Act come right around the corner, and then you have
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of ETFs.
Yeah. Exactly.
What do you got? What's your flavor that you got pumping through your veins?
This one's a little more mellow than the others I've been drinking. But yeah, this has got that kind of pineapple-y, unripened pineapple juice with a lot of hops on the back end. So there you go. It's coming in at like 8.6%. It's a hazy, double dry hopped, double IPA.
Yeah, yeah.
It does have a frothy, thick, viscous mouthfeel, Amelia. It does.
Hey guys, we're coming in at 19 right now. People watching, we are looking for a 444 sub out there, guys. Whoever wants to be 444, it's a mega shout out. 444 is it's a sequence number, bro. It's like it has a good vibration. So we only got one spot for those. I'm gonna jump over to the news today, guys. You know what?
Hey, can you imagine someone hops in on the middle of the screen or in the middle of the stream, and then they just see this comment up?
Yeah, right. This is wrong. You know what's interesting though, Trent, is we did talk about today on Monday, Fake Out Monday, and
yeah,
Actually, before I jump into the news, I just want to share this, guys. We didn't talk about Fake Out Monday. Look at that, dude. It literally pumped up, and we faked out, dude. Pumped up, faked out. Okay, now I'm jumping into the news.
Hey, we got like 19 people in here watching at the same time, guys. If you guys don't subscribe, T Square is gonna be a sad boy. So that's all.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, there is some interesting news out there. You know, the one that for sure gets my attention is this one. And I saw it's been covered by a couple of different people today, but hey, we covered it after the. You said that we had 5 people leave the show. Where are we at? Prudent Advisors claims U.S. using stablecoins gold to devalue its 37 trillion debt. An advisor to Russia President Vladimir Putin and accusing the Trump administration of using stablecoins and gold to devalue its 37 trillion in outstanding debts. An advisor to Russia President Vladimir Putin said to the U.S. strategic using crypto and gold to devalue its debt to urgently address the declining trust in the dollar. The U.S. is now trying to rewrite the rules of gold in cryptocurrency markets. Remember, the size of their debt is 35 trillion. These two factors, crypto and gold, are essentially alternatives to the traditional global currency system. Antoine Kabakov said as a press briefing on Monday at the Eastern Economic Forum in the Vladivostok, Russia, as reported by Russia Direct. As in the 1930s and the 1970s, the U.S. plans to solve its financial problems at the world's expense, this time by pushing everyone into crypto clout. Kabakov said this would involve Washington moving its debt into the U.S. dollar stablecoins to devalue it, allowing the U.S. to start from scratch. Kabakov said without explaining how stablecoins would actually devalue the debt. One of the proposed implementations of the strategy is Senator Cynthia Lummis' Bitcoin Act, which proposes the government buy 1 million Bitcoin over 5 years and hold it for 20 years, unless it's used to retire an outstanding federal debt. America's debt problem is slowing down. The U.S. national debt sits at $37.43 trillion, more than a tenfold increase since 1981. According to the U.S. Treasury data, in the 33 years before 1981, the U.S. debt held steady between 3.3 trillion and 3.66 trillion. What do you guys think of that? That was a pretty good accent. I do say so myself. I don't know what type of accent it was. I don't think it was Russian, but it was a reporter. I was aiming for a Democratic reporter. The U.S. wants to use stablecoins for their political reasons. However, according to the U.S. officials, stablecoins focus more on ensuring that the dollar remains the world's dominant currency. We will use stablecoins to do that, U.S. Treasury Scott Bessent said in March. Stablecoins may also drive demand for the U.S. debt instruments, which would reduce the risk of failed debt action and an attendant crisis, former House Speaker Paul Ryan said in July 2024. Stablecoins backed by dollars provide demand for the U.S. public debt and a way to keep up with China.
Welcome in, Ted Thornton.
Welcome in, Ted. The U.S. has made considerable progress since then. President Donald Trump signing the Guiding and Established National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act, Genius Act, into law in July. Russia has stablecoins plans too, guys. In June, Russian state media reported that a new Russian ruble-backed stablecoin, okay, I'm sorry, but the rubles, I'm not going to go out and buy a ruble stablecoin. I'm just not. That's not something that I A7, A5 was in the works and would launch on top of Tron. Well, we just watched Will Liberty-Fi do that. They're making a USD1 stablecoin on top of Tron. It appears to be a move to reduce reliance on the US dollar stablecoin Tether, which Russia has used to settle oil trades with China and India. Although Russia banned crypto payments in 2022, it has become more open to the sector lately, permitting financial institutions to offer crypto-based products to accredit investors in May. Guys, I want to point out that something really interesting happened in that sentence. And did you catch it, Trent? It says, oh man, I got an itch in my nose. Although Russia banned crypto payments in 2022, it has become more open to the sector. Why? Why? Why do you think? Why? They don't have a choice. It's because the U.S. is getting involved.
Well, sanctions, and also they're just, pardon my language, they're into a bunch of nefarious shit. So, like,
Dude,
you know,
did you just see that? I went to
What?
pour my beer into my can and it shot up the top and all over my pants.
we should invite Vladimir and Zelensky on the show to break the peace with a brew. Could you imagine? Like, 20 people log on to our show because we're small, and the show starts and it's just literally Putin and Vladimir on the show, like ASMR popping their cans, saying "Welcome to the Blockchain Brew Show." We're here to announce that we've reached a peace agreement, and then the internet starts getting wind of it.
Yeah, right.
Before you know it, we've got tens of thousands of concurrent viewers.
And shout out to 444 man who subbed to us, because that's a good frequency number, brother. And I'm really am grateful. I can't believe it's supposed to be on my pants. That's just great, man. First beer I had in a while. I careful poured it out, and I had like a drop left. I went to go pour it, and it shot out the back out. I was just really
number 444. Thanks for becoming part of the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube, and thanks for touching T Square right in his banana zone, which happens to be his heart.
Okay. U.S. SEC Crypto Task Force to tackle financial surveillance and privacy. The task force has already conducted roundtable issues related to the digital asset regulations while proposing changes to the Commission's rules. The Cryptocurrency Task Force of the U.S. Securities Commission, SEC, is planning to hold another roundtable that could lead to policy changes at the financial regulator. In a Monday notice, the SEC said the Crypto Task Force, headed by Commissioner Hester Pierce, would host a public roundtable on financial surveillance and privacy on October 17th. The event will mark the 6th roundtable focused on issues related to digital assets and the Commission's Washington, D.C. offices since the departure of SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Guys, it's supposed to be October. What's going to happen in October? This is a really important date, We got, isn't the September 17th too? And then we have October 17th. Look at that. Trent's got his green ball, guys. You know what that means. Pumping months, man. Understand
bouncing and pumping. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, man. Bounce off that support resistance and boom, support. Bounce off that support and let's go. Understanding the recent developments in privacy protecting tools will assist the SEC and other financial regulators as we work policy solutions in the crypto space, said Pierce. The crypto-focused roundtable events, which include a series of 10 meetings across the U.S. starting in August and running through December, come as the SEC is considering proposed rule changes that could significantly impact the market participants. On Thursday, the commissioner proposed certain exemptions and safe harbors related to the offer and sale of crypto assets, modifying broker-dealer financial responsibility rules and lessening the burden on the U.S. operating crypto companies. Woo-wee. Should I go ahead and do the Clarity Act, Trent, or do you have anything that you want to run down?
Give some spark notes. Like, just read the gist of it.
Okay. Coming into the gist of it. Since January, the SEC committee at CFTC, two primary financial regulators, the U.S. have appeared to soften their approach to enforce action rules affecting crypto companies by dropping several investigations and lawsuits. Okay, what did they drop? Is this it?
It's not about the Clarity Act. Wait, is it?
It's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh no! No, you're right. You're right. Just as clarity on digital assets.
Okay, I'm gonna move on then.
Okay. And that was it. There really wasn't a whole lot there.
Got you. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna speed through this one, guys. We don't have the Caleb and Brown weekly roll up tonight because they're late on putting it out. Probably because of the news about the malicious malware hack. I'm gonna cover that a little bit right now. But we'll probably get it late tonight, and I'll cover it on the morning show tomorrow and on the evening show as well. So we will have that for you tomorrow. For right now, Bitcoin climbs above 112K, but derivatives data show traders remain cautious. Bitcoin derivatives market showed persistent caution, with sentiment influenced by Bitcoin spot ETF outflows and strategy not being included in the S&P 500 index.
Oh, you on my screen?
Okay. Well, no, I'm not. Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're good. Bitcoin option skew futures funding rate highlight persistent caution despite Bitcoin defending the $110,000 support level. So let's scroll down and get to the gist of this. On Monday, demand for put options jumped, reversing the trend of the prior two sessions. The data points to a stronger appetite for neutral to bearish strategies, suggesting traders remain cautious about a potential drop below $108,000. Some of this lack of enthusiasm stems from Bitcoin's inability to mirror the fresh all-time highs in both the S&P 500 and gold. That is normal, though, guys. It's offset by some weeks usually. Weaker than expected labor market figures in the U.S. reinforced expectations of monetary easing. So we can see here that the chances of this would be like a 75 bip rate cut, bringing the federal funds rate down to between 275 to 300.
Are you able to zoom in at all, Trent, with your mouse pad? Sorry,
yeah. So bringing the federal funds rate down to 2.75% to 3%, but the odds of that happening is like down here at 2.8%. The odds of a what would this be, a 50 bip cut, up to a 50 bip cut. Well, yeah, it would be a 50 bip cut either way. The odds of a 50 bip cut are coming in at
actually 50 bip cut?
Actually, sorry, excuse me. The current rate is down here at, okay, so that would be a 100 bip cut. This is not coming from the Fed watch tool. It can't be. But yeah, wait, implied.
That'd be 100 to, that's a 100 bit cut. Wow. But it's saying that's a 0% chance. Oh no, it's saying it's a 0%. We're gonna stay there.
The 0%. We're gonna stay there. Yeah. Wait, this is wild. Wait, this is projected. This is saying, okay, by January is what it's saying. 0% that we stay at the current rates by January. The highest probability is showing that we go down by 100 bips, 100 basis points.
125 to 150.
No, from 425 to 325.
So 1.25.
Yes. Well, no, just 100. 425 to 4.25% to 4.5%, down to 3.25% to 3.5%. Because the way these work are that you drop it down into a range, but they can still play with it within that range.
So you think like a 50 to 25, 25?
Yes, these are just boundary lines.
Yeah.
Right. So the highest
welcome in Biz Knowledge.
The highest chance is showing 100 basis point cut by January. So that gives you 4 months at 25 bips a piece, which is likely what I would expect to happen. Hence, it has the highest percentage. So this can change. We don't really put too much stock into it past the upcoming months, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
This can definitely change.
Biz, we also, I think we'll get 50 bit cut too this month, and I'm just kind of curious because you talk about Moonwell, and I want to know, where did you hear about Moonwell? Just out of my curiosity.
We're getting 50 bips this month. Watch, an old poly market whale just dropped 150K on it. I hope so, man. That's gonna be wild if we do.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get 52, and it looks like they're projecting at 50 also.
Well, I mean, 100. Right now it's still projecting 25, but
I mean, for us to hit 325 to 350, you have to have a 15 at 25, 25 to get to that.
No, that's 100 by January. So
yeah,
there's still,
I'm saying by January, you got 3 cuts.
but we have 4 months left. Yeah. So traders now assign a 73% probability that interest rates will fall to 3.5% or lower by March. Oh, this is by March 2026, up from 41% just 1 month ago. It's going to go lower than that by March. I think they're going to have to.
I think so too. Isn't there supposed to be 6 meetings?
Yeah. Spot Bitcoin ETF face outflows as corporate Ether reserves gain traction. So, so I'm going to skim past that, and then I'm going to come over here, share this tab instead. Guys, if you were in our Discord, which I'll show here in a second, but you guys would have gotten a lot of good information about this. Everyone on Twitter is like going crazy about this malware hack, this nefarious malware bug. And they're really, like, crypto Twitter is really in all the rage right now about saying be really careful about on-chain transactions and leaving your wallets up. And
I had a friend, Trent. He had a Treasure wallet, and you had to sign for it, right?
Yeah.
Well, he ended up signing and getting hacked by like $50,000. And what ended up happening was the guy. I don't know how he figured it out, but he put the first 5 digits and the last 5 digits the same of the previous transaction or the one that he was trying to process, and he changed one of the numbers in the middle because most people verify those first 5 numbers on either end, and they're like, okay, it's good, and then he signed it, and boom, he lost 50 grand.
Yeah. Hackers broke into the Node package manager account of a well-known software developer and added malware to popular JavaScript libraries targeting crypto wallets. Hackers have only managed to steal $50 worth of crypto from. Is this true? Muffhead, if you're watching, can you confirm this?
Yeah, it wasn't. They weren't going after crypto. They were going after people's data.
Yeah, I mean, Hackers have only managed to steal $50 worth of crypto from a massive supply chain hack affecting JavaScript software libraries. Industry security researchers say. Crypto intelligence platform Security Alliance shared the findings on Monday after hackers broke into the Node package manager account of a well-known software developer and added malware to popular JavaScript libraries that have already been downloaded over 1 billion times, potentially putting countless crypto projects at risk. Ethereum and Solana wallets were specifically targeted. Cardano. Sorry, I just had to plug that. Ethereum and Solana wallet. Look, I don't want anyone else to get hacked, okay? I really don't. When I say that, it's
Have
not
you been hacked, Trent?
Huh?
Have you ever been hacked?
No. It's not a knock on anyone else. It's not a knock on anyone else. It's just emphasizing the historic, time-tested, proven security and trust of the Cardano blockchain.
That's because Trent, nobody uses Cardano, so nobody thinks it's worth stealing.
Cardano transaction failed. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, Muffet, did you get what Trent just called out? He was kind of curious about something.
Oh, I was wondering if you can confirm that it's only $50 worth of crypto that's been stolen in the hack. So Cardano transaction failed. I don't know nothing about that. Not because of an outage, not because of any downtime, maybe because of user error. So yeah, let's see here. Where am I at? Okay, fortunately, less than 50 has been stolen. The security firm said. Picture this: you compromise the account of an NPM developer whose packages are downloading more than 2 billion times per week. You could have unfettered access to millions of developer workstations. Untold riches await you. The world is your oyster. You profit less than 50 USD. The $50 figure, however, was bumped up from 5 cents a few hours ago, suggesting the potential damage may still be unfolding. Okay, that sounds about right. Crypto projects that didn't download the NPMs still at risk. The breach targeted packages such as Chalk, Strip ANSI, Color Convert, small utilities buried deep in the dependency trees, and countless projects. Even devs who never installed them directly could be exposed. NPM is like an app store for developers, a central library where they share and download small code packages to build JavaScript projects. All the people who said Cardano, using Haskell as a programming language is just too hard. Well, I mean, there's another side to that.
Look where you're at now. Look where you're at now.
There's another side to that, and it's called security. Also, guys, that's an old narrative that Cardano is hard to develop on. I met a guy at Rare Evo. I have that interview coming out soon, but I met a guy at Rare Evo who has a project where he helps, I don't remember, where he helps people build on Cardano, just basically without having to be able to code at all. You can also write in any language you want and translate it to Haskell. So that's an old narrative that Cardano is too hard to build on.
It is.
I
can't do it.
Well, can you build on anything else?
Yeah.
No. Can you code any other language?
I can code on Rust.
Okay. Well, can you code anything complicated?
Yeah. I've written a couple scripts.
Okay. Well, there we go. Anyways.
Question my genius? How dare you on the live?
So there you go. That's all I'm going to cover for the hack, other than to say, I'll share this tab instead. We were covering this in real time over in the Discord, chatting about it over here. Reason why is because Muffhead was right on top of the news again, and he was over here. He was over here sharing this news as it came out in real time. And let's see here. If you want, it's up to you. So he said earlier at 4 p.m. when I ran an engineering team, supply side attacks were something I was always keeping us up on top of. The issue is most software devs are total garbage amateurs. You want to see a real man-made horrors beyond comprehension? Wait till all these vibe-coded C's applications have to be fixed and the company / people deploying them are held liable. Yeah, so I mean, this did not turn out to be a bloodbath or anything like that. But if it did, we would have been on it right here as it was happening. So there's the first time we're going to plug you to join the Discord for free. Link in the description. You want to take us away in the charts?
Absolutely, guys. Let's jump on over to some Bitcoin. Do. There we go, guys. All right. I don't know, Biz Knowledge, if you're still here or not. I think I recognize your name, but if you haven't already, dude, we were looking for that 445 subscriber, guys. It was a real dry week, dude. Last week was like we were on fire and we were growing all the time, and like this last week, it's like, dude, it's like hardly hitting our numbers at all. So if we get our 445, I promise I will down the rest of my beer and I'll give you a rating right before they even end. We're going to jump on over to my favorite segment, because if you do get a 445, I might not be able to do this part. So we're going to jump on over. Guys, if you haven't already, we partnered up with BitFi. First off, no KYC, no VPN. Second thing is, save 20% on trading fees if you use our link. Okay, now that you think that's cool, you come on over to where the beginners are at, you can get $100 deposit, you get $60 bonus if you're interested in learning how to trade. Second thing is, if you're intermediate, you can deposit $500 and you get a $100 bonus. The third thing is, if you're more advanced, you can deposit $1,000, you get a $200 bonus. And if you're skilled and you know what you're doing, you can deposit a $5,000 deposit, you get a $1,000 bonus. If you don't have that money, guys, it's okay. You can literally, well, within reasons, you can take like cardano. It's a stable coin, it doesn't go anywhere. You can deposit $5,000 in there, get your deposit, and that day or in the day after, like real soon, you can throw your money right back in there, and you can just take your deposit money and just go out there and trade and have fun, and you get 20% off your fees. Plus, if you do like a minimum of $100 over here in this corner, you get VIP access to our Discord, which we're giving you top trades of our top ROI traders on BitFi. So it's kind of like a win-win. And even if you're new and you deposit $100, you can literally look at the top ROI traders and it says enterprise here, take profit 1, 2, 3, 4, stop loss here, and you can learn and develop your own skills on what they're looking at. Why is this the setup? And then also, because we're on the Discord, you can reflect and ask everybody else what they see and why they go in that number. So it's actually like a way we can help everybody else out. And we do get a little kickback off the trading fee, but hey, we try to build the channel, and I work for a living. I drive a garbage truck. Trent works for a living. He's always putting out good data and stuff like that. And guys, we're always trying to improve. And you know what? Me and Trent haven't taken a cent from this channel. We're just trying to put it right back in because we're building a business here. Does the business owners pay themselves? Not for a long freaking time. I think it's like average is 5 years, but hopefully we don't have to wait that long. But guys, we appreciate you guys. We're part of the community, and the community is part of us. So we're growing environment. Okay, let's jump into Bitcoin. And I took it back. We're gonna jump into bubbles because you guys, it's really interesting today. People say we're not in alt season. Okay, now I understand we're not in full blown alt season. I was talking to Trent about this earlier. He disagreed with me. He said I was an idiot. But sometimes you just can't take words for granted. They're just words, right? Frickin' it's 81 degrees in here. I'm freaking hot. But look, MYX. What the hell is this? I have no idea. Okay, it's probably like top 900th coin on CoinMarketCap, right? Well, look at it. It's up 267%. Okay, nothing in the stock market goes up 267% and gets in the top S&P 500. I mean, this doesn't happen in the bear market. Coins just shoot down. And then we got WorldCoin.
Well, this is also the reason why you shouldn't be out there chasing these next, overnight pumpers, because put a +1 in the chat if you did not know what this is before it pumped like this. Like it's way harder than it sounds to find. Like,
but what's WorldCoin again? Is that the where they scan your retinal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, be careful of that one. Okay. Just be careful. We're in crypto. We know what scanning retinals are like, but we don't want to do that here. Okay. I have a hard enough time in the bear market. But so yeah, guys, MYX. What is it? I don't know. We're gonna go to World Token. We can see that's been pumping like a mofo. Besides that, Virtual's up almost 10%. Farcoin's been pumping a little bit, doing a little bit of work. We got Bonk over here, but kicking ass, taking names, guys. I don't care what you say about my Bonk, but dude, look at that. Rising freaking wedge like a mofo. Guys, I love it, man. I love getting the gains. I hope you guys can get the gains too. We go on the top 100, 200. Guys, I don't even know what Open is. Open Ledger. It's up 170%. Maybe it's up because of the hack. I don't know. But I'm just saying, you can't say we're not in alt season because things like this just don't happen. What's all-time high? Ether. What's Aether? Trent? I don't know. Toyota. I have no idea what this is.
What I do know, though, is that the VIP signals from the bot in our Discord have been pumping out longs for Aether. So
check it out, guys. Check it out. So I just wanted to come in here before we go over to Bitcoin and to show that we're not necessarily in we're kind of in a little bit of an alt season. We're not necessarily on a hard alt season. Look at this white coin, man. This freaking
Oh, that's right, my friend.
That's not manipulation. Yeah, that's super bad, dude. Blah. Manipulation up the wazoo. Okay. We're jumping into Bitcoin. Trent gave me the wink and the nod, and he's like, dude, you killed the horse, and you don't need to eat it. Okay, so deep in. What's up, Calvin? I don't know if you heard me earlier, dude. I love your support, Calvin. You have a great smile. I've never seen it, but I get the sense you smile more than I do. So we're going to jump into Bitcoin, guys. We call it False Move Monday, dude, and we were spot on, bro. You know, I put a call out. Frick, man, where was it at, Trent? Where was this morning? This is always a little bit off on my end. Okay, I got to go to the hours so I can count the hours. Come here, you hour. We go 12 candles back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're someplace over here. We had the anchor trigger wave, right? We had VWAP shooting up momentum. I think we called it someplace over here. And I said we had open doors, or I think it might have been over here. I said open doors, we're going to continue up. Boom. The 1 hour, we nailed it. Okay? Facts. We nailed it. Now, the 4 hour, I should have gave you guys an update, and I apologize, okay?
And where did you drop that this morning?
The Discord, man. That's where I drop all my stuff. It's where we drop it all. Okay, we go back. Where are we at? This is like pretty much say 4 hours. We go 8. We go 12. We go back to this candle. So in the 4 hour, we were probably like halfway through because it was like 5 in the morning. So we're someplace in here. I said we still had more gains to go. We did get more gains. We can see the next 4 hour we didn't get as high. And we look at 0.7. No, we went from -5 to a 0 to a 7. You can see that the bears were gaining momentum. Okay, I should have been in there. I should have let you guys know, hey, be careful. But now we got a wick down to touch the 21. We have a red dot unconfirmed. We probably will confirm it. Money flow is going good. I would be interested in watching this VWAP because it might not be that bad. We might just scoop up a little bit and turn right back around. Let's jump at the larger time frames to kind of see what we got going on. Okay, Stokes RSI are good. They're low. Strength is coming down. We are getting a little bit of a blue momentum wave to the downside. That does have me a little anxious, okay? False move Monday might lead into a fake move Tuesday. But the good thing, what I see about all this is I'm not crazy bearish. And why am I not crazy bearish? Look at this 21. Okay, we've been racking it coming down. You know, we've been getting our butts handed to us. Now look at this. The double bottom on the 21 and it's bending up. It's like trying to go, okay? I think it's going to go. I think this is looking pretty positive for us. You know, I could see the most sexiest thing on this planet, an inverted head and shoulder pattern. Everybody knows if you don't like it inverted, you don't know what the heck you're talking about, okay? So we have an inverted head and shoulder pattern going on right now. It's beautiful. I could see us coming up to, I don't know, where's this level gonna go? Where's my little line? Okay. Oh, I gotta check too. Did we get 445? Because I gotta slam this beer if I did. Okay, good. We didn't get the 445 subscriber yet, guys. You get the 445, I'll slam my beer and we'll enjoy it. So I think we're looking at 115 on the table. And that's a psychological level because it's just round numbers, man. I always say don't put your stop loss at a round number or take profit at a round number. It's just bad. Round numbers are bad. Pick something like 100,000, 114,692 bucks. Why would you pick that number? I didn't draw that out of my hat. It's because that's a good energy number, guys. We want those good energy, 114,942 number energy levels. Okay, that's good. That's a good number. Now we jump in the daily. Daily still shows momentum wave coming up. VWAP's good. Strength's good. We have Stokes RSI. They're like medium. They're slightly above medium. Okay, so we can live with that. We can live slightly above a medium. We jump to the 2-day. Did the 2-day close? No, 2-day did not close. But we do have a green dot on the 2-day. That's super nice. Super ultra Leviticus nice. That's what we like to see. Do we have any bearish divergence? What, Trent?
I was laughing at my Fed.
You can laugh at your thing all you want, Trent.
I do need to lift weights. That's what I do need to do.
Maybe I'm wrong, Trent, because I always get confused on this one. Is this bearish divergence?
No,
I mean a hidden bullish divergence is what I meant to say.
Hidden bullish divergence, yes. Precisely because you have a swing up on price with a swing down on RSI. So what that tells you is that as the price is coming down, there was, even though the RSI, the slow moving momentum oscillator, even though the RSI is going,
Wait, 1 second.
Yeah.
Plum, I see you. Nah, bro, I got you, bro. If you sub to me, I'll make that my next coin, and I'll find every single time frame, and I'll even tell you where you should get in at. If you sub to us.
And he will slam his beer, and you'll get our very best drunken TA. So look, a hidden bullish divergence, a swing up on price with a swing down on the slow moving momentum oscillator on the RSI. So guys, what that's telling you is that as the price grinds down, even though the RSI goes lower, what that tells you is that even though the momentum is going down, it was not enough to create a lower low. So what's your conclusion from that? Your conclusion is that you're right. Your conclusion is
number go up.
Your conclusion is that a hidden bullish divergence is really just a continuation signal. So
that's alpha right there, guys.
It's trend continuation.
I don't think I do a lot of listening. I have not heard anybody say on the 2-day that we have bullish divergence yet. Nobody. You're the first ones to hear it from here.
I will say, credit where credit is due. I will say that Jason Casper has been pointing out this hidden bullish divergence on the macro timeframes for a little while now.
But this is daily, double daily.
But other than him, I don't hear anybody. And I'm sure they're out there, but I just haven't ran into them yet.
So guys, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Okay, so I gotta go into Plum. Okay, it's cool. I don't need to go into larger time frames. We'll tap back into Bitcoin because the show's gonna go for a little bit longer, and we'll give you where we think it's gonna happen to Bitcoin today. Now we're gonna go into Plum. What is Plum built on top of? Curiosity, Mr.
Yeah, I mean, it could be its own thing. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's a layer 1 because bro, you didn't subscribe yet. I'll look it up for you because I love you. But don't expect me to cry because I don't cry. I typed in bro.
About
USDT.
Plume Network is the first full stack RWA chain and ecosystem purpose built for RWA-Fi, enabling the rapid adoption and demand driven integration of real world assets. It is its own chain. It's
always Nikes, bro.
It's EVM compatible. Yeah, it is its own chain. Like layer ones are not as rare as they used to be. I think that's a 2021 mindset. Everyone's building a layer 1 nowadays. It's become easier and easier.
Jim, if we get one more subscriber, I'm going to down my beer, the whole thing. We're going for 4.5. Also, Jim, I tagged you in the Discord because you're the inspiration to this channel, guys. Drummer is around all the time, guys. He supports the channel. He's in the Discord. He is a beast, and he's a good guy, man. I can't wait to meet him because one day when we're super successful, he's getting a free cruise. I'm telling you right now.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude, Plum
There's
has
some other people that are getting a free. Well, I'm not going to go down the list, but you know who you are. You know who you are.
Dude, this thing is absolutely monstrosity have been ripping. Okay, facts. Now we did get a little bit shaken. I would say start right here, and the 21's kind of eh. I definitely think we probably will come down a little bit more to the 21, and we may or may not bounce off it and continue. Okay?
Hey, 445, you got down your beer.
Did we? Okay, 445. Whoever you are, I shout out to you because I would have taken another 2 hours to finish this. So, let's go. Hey, cheers, 445. This is for you, brother.
There you go with you.
John, Oh wait, we have John. Oh, John, yeah, that's you, man. How do you say your last name? I'm sorry, Turgio. I don't know if I can say that right, but if you can help me, I would love to pronounce it right because that is an awesome last name. Okay, cheers.
Drunken TA, man.
It's just whenever you get a whole beer, you get a lot of this right up the front, less flavor.
I would be interested. I would be interested to take my caffeinated calls from the morning
See
show
if it's not spilling.
and compare them with my buzzed calls from the evening show and see which ones. I think that the
Tastes like
evening show would win out.
dandelions. Tasted like very dried out dandelion tea. And it's not supposed to be drank like that, I don't think. Oh.
Woo!
Okay,
Hey,
so
just because we're having such a good night, keep going. I'm gonna go grab a second beer.
all right. Guys, we're checking out Plume right now. I said plum, but do what I mean when I say. Wow, dude, that has been on fire. Look at that. Money flow has been incredible. The VWAP's trading the zero line, which is a really good sign to see. I would like to have seen the Stokes stay a little lower right here. The 21 ripped through the 50. It ripped through the hundreds. It looks like it's going to rip through the 200. I don't. Looking at this on the 4 hour, you probably will get a little breather on the 1 hour, and I think that we will get a continuation. I got to hit the hey, boys. Thanks for the commentary piece. Hey, later, Mr. Roberts. Lots of love. Have a good night, man. Stay safe. We have an Adam and Eve pattern, a little Adam and a little Eve, or little Adam, big Eve. We're totally coming up some strong ass resistance. I mean, look at this, dude. That is super strong. We might get like that little breather right here, and then we can kind of break through. And if we do break through, our next range is this zone right here. You know, about 11 cents. Break through that. I'm just really creating some trend lines right now so I can help myself see. Right there. Right there. There's not a whole lot of resistance, to be honest with you. Do we feel so fast with this? How old is Plume? It can't be that old a project. It came on MEXC in January 2025. Double bottom, bro. Oh, facts. That's a double bottom. Okay. Now, if you're talking about Plume, you got in this candle, I think you're going to have nothing but excitement. What do you got for us, Trent?
Spirit Rumble. A double dry hop, hazy double IPA coming in at 8.5%.
Dude.
Ooh, baby.
You see that we got 17 likes? Hang loose, guys.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate the support, man. Getting out in the algorithms. YouTube, like Trent always said, it's a hard ass grind. Look at that pour, man. You got the OJ color to it. Very nice, very nice. Trent, you pour a glass of wine like you.
as John 3:16 would say, serpent juice. Also, check out my Hops on Cardano glass. If you haven't seen our interview with Hops on Cardano, it's on our channel. Go check it out.
We got Hal. What's the trash coin of the night? Guys, I've been looking for stuff for you in the garbage. If you guys don't know, I do drive a garbage truck, so I find sweet ass shit. But it's been kind of dry this week. I mean, I found a pair of Levi's and a couple kid toys, which is always a bonus for me. Did I ever tell you one time I found this giant thing of detergent? I found this. I threw out this giant bag, and I brought it home too. Yeah, but I'm not a hoarder, I promise. But I found this black bag this guy threw
Good
away.
night, Mr. Robert.
He was watching me, and I threw his black bag out. A bunch of stuff that was brand new opened up and spilled out, and I was like, I can't look at this because he's like watching me. So I was kind of sad I didn't get a chance to dive in and see what we got. But yeah, dude, check it out, Plume. 100%. We have a double bottom right here, dude. Our next level, I would say massive resistance is this zone. If we break through that, I think we got one more massive resistance at 1011 ish, and then, dude, I think we're gonna be still stepping up, bro. Honestly, I would expect next couple of weeks to be at 13, almost 14 cents. I think we'll probably step up. Maybe in a week from now, we could be at 11 cents, step up again, and we'll probably be at like 12. I think we're going to be moving, dude, on this, to be honest with you. It looks really good. I hope this helps you. You know, just be careful. Are you still there, Trent? You're just staying perfectly still. I can tell.
Oh, yeah, I was reading an email. Sorry.
Oh, you know, I was going back to our BidFi thing. You know, I forgot to mention too, Trent, is, guys, if you do trade with leverage, be careful. Because I don't want to see anybody get liquidated. I don't want to see anyone longs get killed. Okay, I've had some really close friends get wrecked with leverage. Okay, and we do get kickbacks on fees and stuff like that. But dude, it's not worth it to me, man, to see you guys get hurt. We're here for the community, and it's just love, bro. It's just love, and don't trade what you're willing to lose. Treat it like a casino, man. So give yourself like a limit. Like, have you ever gone to a casino and be like, I'm only gonna spend $100? That's it. That's all I ever walk with, or $500. You know, that's all you're gonna play with. That's how you gotta treat leverage, man. You can't throw your savings in there, bro. You just can't do it. Anyways, that's some piece. I don't want to see anyone get hurt. Champ.
What?
You want me to cover ETH, or you want to cover ETH?
Well, I can roll over to it.
If you roll over it, I'm gonna put a poll up, and then I'm going to go over Tyler's picks for the night. I already have 2 coins picked out, guys, and they're shorts. They're shorts, so just be careful.
So, look, anyone that's been watching the show for the last week and a half, maybe, or really just the last week. Look, there's only been these are
lots of love, man. You come in all the time. Let's go, Crow!
Yeah, anyone that's been watching the show knows what I think about this. Let's see. Share this tab instead. So this is Ethereum on the weekly chart. This green line, in my opinion, is the most important level for Ethereum. Why? Well, you have this touch point here, this touch point here, this break right here with a wick down to touch back to it. You have this wick right here that I would call it a touch point. It failed to get above it back in May of 2021. This was during the May crash, guys. Sell in May and walk away. And then, right, in quarter 4 of 2021, we had this brief period where we got above this level for Ethereum. And right now, we are holding above this level for the first time since 2021. You cannot tell me this is not the most significant level for Ethereum that we've seen. So, in total, the weekly candles have spent about 13 weeks with price action above $4,108. So what is that telling you? It's telling you that the longer we hold above $4,108, I'm not saying we can't have a throwback to some lower levels. We definitely could, but look, I mean, if we did, then, 3,800, the previous breakout seems to be an important level at 3,855, but so far we're holding above this level, and the longer that we stay above this, the more it's beginning to look like we're flipping previous resistance into new support. So Guys, so far we've spent 13 weeks above this level with price action above this level, and we're headed into a period, I believe, where we're going to spend many weeks above this level. So this is the turning point for Ethereum. If we look at the daily chart, stochastic RSI has bottomed out.
Would you shout out 446?
446, thank you. Thanks for touching T-Square right in his banana zone, which happens to be his heart. And thank you for joining the Brew Crew, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube.
Guys, I would have a sip, but 445 need finish it.
Where you can come in and get caffeinated TA in the morning and drunken TA in the evening. So there you go. Hashtag
Muppet says he loves Trump and he's excited for altcoin season. Let's go, Muppet.
Oh God. So yeah, there we go. Ethereum on the daily chart, the MACD, call it by its government name. The moving average convergence divergence is looking to round a bottom down here. Instagram has moved from red to neutral, and the MACD line is looking to start rounding a bottom. And then, it looks like it's still going to take several days, which lines up with what? Rate cuts. September 17th or maybe 16th. I don't know. I think it's 17th.
Wow.
Lines up with rate cuts.
Interesting.
Could be getting ready to round the bottom over the next several days, and then the MACD line cross above the signal line. So yeah, you have let's see, let me go down to the 4-hour chart.
Trent, do you see the poll? It's really interesting. I'm watching people think what's going to happen, and it surprises me.
I haven't seen it yet.
You should vote. I'm kind of curious what you think.
So yeah, that's really what I have for Ethereum, guys. The main thing I want you watching out for is that that 41, that level at $4,108. Let me go look at this poll.
What's your thoughts on it?
What rate cut will we get? Yeah, I'm gonna have to say 25 bits.
You don't think we're gonna get a 50?
No,
150.
I'm gonna have to go with the odds. Yeah, 25 bits. Just put in my vote.
I can't believe you. You're just done for the rest of the night. You're shunned.
Yeah, man. So, there's Ethereum. I will hop over on the Discord real quick. All of the scammers. Hey, I see what you did there, Muffhead. I just saw that on the Discord. I think that's a good addition. Yeah, man. All of the scammers. Guys,
Good, I did that.
Oh, that was you. Sorry.
Yeah. And it actually points out to the two real accounts too, Trent. So when you go in there, the first two shows the real us.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that.
And then the whole scammers are like anybody who has the fake accounts. Because dude, I'm not gonna lie, because you have like 5 digits in your name. You get like 100 fake accounts. As mine, it's like 12 digits. So it's easier for scammers to hit you up. So there's your real access right there. So anybody who has a fake account can really go to the Hall of Scammers and really verify who's the real one.
Yeah, maybe I should lengthen my my name.
And any mods will probably get added in here too, because people fake mods too.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we'll probably add.
That's what thinkers, man. Have you ever seen that before? No, because why? We outthink the scammers. Okay, that's why you should join our Discord.
Yes, sir. So look, in our Discord right now, here's our VIP signals. If you missed our segment about BYDFi, look, BYDFi is our exchange partner of choice. You can deposit $100. You sign up with our link, right? Deposit $100 into your futures trading account, and you get access to VIP scalp signals, market analysis, and swing signals. So yesterday, last night at 9:57 p.m., this market analysis came in on Cardano saying, well, I'll back up to Bitcoin actually, because this came in last night as well. Bitcoin update. Bitcoin respected the $111,700 resistance zone and failed to close above it on the daily time frame. That was yesterday. Today, we closed above that. This rejection keeps the market in a decision phase. Key technical levels to watch. Resistance at $111,700. We broke that today, right? So we've got a zone between 111.7 and 114.2. If we get a break and daily close above, this equals continuation toward 120 to 125K, all-time high zone, price discovery zone. Market scenarios, bullish case, if Bitcoin consolidates above 111.7K, expect continuation to 114 and then to 120. So I am expecting that even from my own TA. I'm expecting us to take a good crack at 114. That's where the liquidation heat map is telling us that Mr. Market wants to go up and eat liquidity at 114K. So bearish case, losing 103.8K, which we haven't even really made a real run at testing those lows. So but that would open the door for a pullback to the 98K to 91K demand zone before any bounce. And yeah, I would be putting it along there.
One of my top picks, Trent, is going to be one of our favorite coins.
Yeah.
Do you have any guesses what it's going to be?
XRP.
That's not our favorites. Maybe my favorite.
It's one of my favorites too.
Really? What's your favorite coin to trade? That's definitely you definitely don't trade that. I know 100% you don't trade Cardano.
Yeah, I do.
You definitely don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, because you're very biased towards it, Trent. You can't emotionally see it straight.
Oh no, that's true. I don't scalp it. You're right. You're 400% right. But I am.
I wish you could tell my wife that.
I am in a very heavy swing long position though.
Would you be angry if you lost it?
Yes. Yes.
You're not supposed to trade unless you're more than willing to lose, Trent.
Well, sometimes you just gotta freaking take a shot, you know? Hey, have you ever seen Hamilton, the musical? When Alexander Hamilton. When Alexander Hamilton.
No offense to anybody's out there who's gay. Okay, I just want to point that out. It was just a pun. It was a joke. Okay? I play poker, and it's great. All my friends there are homosexuals, and we have a great time. It's totally cool. I'm just saying.
When Alexander Hamilton's like, "I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot." You know, that's hey, sometimes you just gotta take your shot. You know. Anyways. Yeah, right here in our VIP signals, market analysis, ADA USDT. If the price can break resistance area, we can prepare for an uptrend. Theta remains compressed in a decision zone near 82 cents to 84 cents. Bull case, breakout above 85 cents to 95 cents resistance opens the move toward $1, which seems obvious. It's like, okay, duh. However, look, closing above that 85 cents, which we did today, tells me that we may be headed toward 95 cents. So, there we go on that. Swing signals. The swing signal that we got last night was also on Cardano. Guys, this is aggregated from top ROI traders on BYDFi So there's more than one guy out there doing this right now. That's what you got to know about this. So we had a long position at 83 cents with a stop loss at 79 cents and a take profit at 93 cents, right? And the logic here was that on the 4-hour chart, ADA is breaking a long-standing downtrending line of resistance. Not only did we break it, you see a break, a retest, and then several green candle closes above. So that's the logic behind, whoa. That was the logic behind this long position. So there you go. Throw it back over to you.
Frick, man. Why would you gotta do that to me?
Oh, no, I mean...
Okay, we're gonna jump into T-square picks. Okay, so it's okay. I'm gonna switch the banner to T-square picks.
Got you.
My gosh, guys, I can't talk. Thank you, 445.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so one of the things I was gonna point out, I was writing them down.
Thank you, 446.
Yeah, right. 446, 445. So one of the coins that I would be
interested. If we get 447,
you would down yours.
Yes, exactly.
And that's your second, so you'll be lit, guys. If we can get him to down it, I will donate my left piece of hair to Trent.
On our 1,000th sub, I'll down this. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, he's getting cheerful.
Kidding, of course. I'm not going to put myself in the hospital for a subscriber.
No, you won't end up in the hospital. I've done stuff like that before. You'll be okay. Where's it at, Trent? Where's the coin? Okay, so first off, I don't think Quant looks very good right now. We have a red dot trigger wave gaining bearish momentum to the downside. I would short this. VWAP coming down, momentum wave coming down, Stokes RSI. It's oversold, ends going down, strength going down. I would be a little nervous about that. That's something I'd probably short. And then the other one is Pith Network. Now, strong.
We got 447.
Did we?
Dang it.
We did. Now you got down yours.
I was planning to sip this down a little bit before we got 447.
Yeah, I know. You still have half a glass. A little more. You still got 60%. Okay, go ahead.
I may have to take a couple attempts at this, okay?
Hey, give a +1 if you want him down in 3 seconds. Shotgun it.
Guys, this is 8.5%. Like,
oh my gosh, Molly's gonna kill you.
This is not like downing a Bud Light. Like, you guys gotta know that.
And Molly's gonna be like, "What the hell?" Trent Trevor wants to shotgun it.
No, I'll be perfectly fine afterward. I do have a high tolerance. Look,
dude, I've been on stream with you after you've had 2 before, and you definitely were very lit.
Look, but I have like 25% German blood, so you got to take that into consideration.
Hey, if we get 448, he'll pop another beer and drink it on the show.
I won't, but I will do a splash of rare bourbon.
2 shots.
No.
1.5 shots.
No.
1 full max lip shot. Hey, if we get 448, you have to do a full lip shot.
447, that was for you. See Discord before the end of the show. I'm going to look at it right now while
I keep refreshing with it. Trying to. So hey, wait, you can't.
Let me rally some troops. Look, I'm not promising how much, but for every new subscriber, I will do a splash of bourbon. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Full to the lip. To the lip.
No.
For the 448, you could do the lip, and everything else will be a splash. That's fair. That's fair. I don't think that's too much to ask for. It's not like we're going crazy right now, right? Just to the lip.
We'll see.
448 will be the lip. Okay. Anyway, so we got Pith Network. We have a trigger wave to the downside. VWAP coming down. Stokes RSI. They're oversold, slightly coming down. I do think we'll probably head into. I think 14 cents is a range for Pith Network. Look at the 21 is coming down, guys. I think it's gonna come down to by the 50, and we'll come back up to 21 and probably be fine. But okay, so those are two that I would short. Now, what I long? Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the top. We got several coins. We have a lot of coins. Everything looks really good, guys. Bitcoin looks okay, but ETH looks way better. We got Calvin, guys. Not crypto related, but market related. Pull up a 5-year chart on Fannie Mackie. I look at this one all the time. I'm not unfamiliar with this chart, Calvin. I know exactly what you're talking about. Shannon will pull it up, and I will dive into it. Because it has to do with the housing and what Trump's doing is working with them. It's gonna be crazy, dude. Okay, XCN. Okay, where we're at on XCN. XCN, okay, here we go, Trent. So, Trent.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of my top picks for the night was XCN because we've been in such a downtrend. We have a double green dot, momentum. As you see, what the blue wave's coming up. We're strongly coming up. The strength is shooting up through the roof right now here. Stokes I are like bottomed out. VWAP is up. I feel like we're gonna bottom and then take off on Altcoin. Okay. What do you think, Trent? You think yay or nay?
Well, I'm pulling up FMNA. What is that?
That's Fannie Mac and something or other.
Oh, yeah.
Fannie Mac. Okay, so another one that I'm interested in was actually Beam. Because we have open doors to the upside. Stokes and RSI are shooting up and strengthening. Shooting up, let's take it back. Not shooting up. They just flipped green right here. Just a slip it. So this could be the bottom to a good run up. We have a rounded bottom. We got a head, shoulder, and a possible head right here. VWAP's good. I think it's gonna be good, man. I think Beam's good. I've held it for a long time.
Hey, Drummer just. You see where Drummer says he flashed the bat signal?
No.
Yeah.
I see it in the chat. Yeah.
He just took us to 451. So, just keep going. I'm gonna go get a.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna go get a little glass for a.
You have to at least take a shot now. That's 4 subs. You need a shot. That's a full, even a smidget. That's a full shot. Go.
Okay. I'll be back.
Okay. So we got Beam going on right now, guys. I think Beam is a freaking solid play right now, which I know I bought it and I'm down like 80%. Okay, so I do hold it. I got KOL'd into it, but I do think this is a good trade. Trevor, you'll get him messed up. That's great. I love it. What's another coin that I'm interested in? Sorry, okay, I'm just gonna go on down. It was Beam. IMX was another one, guys. IMX also looks like open doors to the upside. Strength is flying up. Stokes and RSI all looking good, and we did break above the 21, which also on Beam we're just now breaking above the 21. So I would expect the same moves when we're getting IMX. I think it's gonna be good, guys. I really do. Okay, next one I think will be really good will be Engine. Ironically enough, Engine looks really good. Look at the green dot, momentum waves. Money flow is it's turning. It's slightly made a tick in the right direction. Okay, but look at the VWAP. That's a massive VWAP, and you can't even see the strength and RSI in it because it is oversold. Is great. Is money, bro. Look at that. That is money right there. I feeling like we're gonna. That's looking good to me, man. This looks like a bottom. If you look over here, the green, that's looking like a bottom. And then I think when it come up, I would expect this next move to probably take us up to 7, 8, almost 8 cents. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down to graph. I think Graph also looks good. Now we're at some major resistance, okay? But the VWAP did tick down slightly, but the Stokes and RSI look awesome. Strength shooting up. The momentum wave looks like it's going straight up to the upside. I feel good about this. These are all things that I would enter a proper stop loss and take profits. And I think we're going to do good, man. I think that we're probably heading up to the range of 10 cents for Graph. Then the second one, which Trent isn't here, but me and Trent are both fans of Akash Network. We both made some killer trades on Akash Network. So I don't hold it. I've only traded it, okay? So strength is literally shot up from like a 16 to a 45, which is giving me some really good vibes. Stokes RSI are low, and they're coming up. Then we got the VWAP. It's still coming up, looking good. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it plateaus right here. Maybe it doesn't turn to anything because we're at some major resistance. But if we could break above it, I think on the table we're looking between $1.31 to $1.40 for a profit. So that's almost like 30 cents, 25 cents. So I think Akash could be pretty good. Trying to figure out what we got next. Akash. I wrote down a lot of these guys. I think a lot of these look good. Altium actually was another one that I wrote down. We had a double Bitboy green dot, momentum wave coming up. The VWAP, this is a nice looking VWAP. I like how it's slowly been growing, and the strength of RSI has just been coming in. I think the first little bit it's probably going to hit will be the 21. We might plateau it there, so at 23 cents, and then we could break above the 21. You know, we got room. We probably stop at 27 cents. So you know, you got looking at 20% gains possibly for Alphium. You know, 5x leverage is 100%. What's another good one? I wrote down Brett. I think we have another good trade. That looks like open doors to the upside. VWAP tick down slightly, but Stokes RSI, a good strength coming up. I think Brett broke above the 21 hard. The 21's rounded bottom. I think that's looking pretty solid. I really like how Brett looks. Okay, my next one I would say is Cookie. I think Cookie, open door to the upside. Look at the strength of RSI, flying up, strength going up. We're at resistance, okay? So I think our next move would take us to 15 cents, which is about, 11.5% gains, you know? So you could do 5x leverage, you're looking at 50%. I think Cookie looks good. And we're on the 12-hour time frame, which is about, give it a day and a half to get to where we're talking about. Okay, so where's our next one? We got Cookie.
We got
Alphium.
Blanton's, the original single barrel bourbon. I'm sorry, I gotta give it one of these for this. Yeah, the original single barrel bourbon. You got the little horse on top, right? Every bottle of Blanton's comes with a different topper. If you collect all 7 toppers, which I only have 2, but if you collect all 7 toppers, Buffalo Trace Distillery will send you a little plaque to hold all of your toppers and be able to put it up.
How much is per bottle?
Well, look, these go for $150 to $200 a bottle. However, I get mine for about $80. So, pretty good deal.
Let's go spend $800 to get all 8 plaques. Easy peasy. That's good art for your background.
I'm working my way up there, right? Now, look, people that know their way around the bourbon space understand that Blanton's is a little bit overhyped. But there's one very simple reason why I am not doing this. I like E.H. Taylor more, but look, E.H. Taylor...
You don't like the cork in the middle.
Yeah. E.H. Taylor is 50%. Blanton's is 45%, so...
Holy crap, we got 20 likes. You're all fire tonight. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you. With 21 likes. we're not here without you guys, okay? So, you know, we're here for you. You're here for us, guys. It goes around, comes around. We don't forget. Well, that was a big shot, Trent. That was like 2 shots.
No. There we go.
What's it taste like?
For Blanton's is kind of sweet and peanutty.
So you got cheers, Drummer. Thank you, Drummer, for the peanutty Blantons.
Thank you, Drummer.
And the bat signal.
Blanton's is also extremely smooth. That's why I picked it for this.
Holy smokes, 24 likes. They don't like you taste the peanuts, Trent. You should taste more peanuts.
Yes, sir. Blanton's, the original single barrel bourbon.
Hey, if we get to 4 or 5 tonight, Trent will drink the rest of that bottle.
Hey, what does single barrel mean, by the way? Single barrel simply means that this bottle was poured from one barrel. Okay, a lot of bourbons, you have a blend of different barrels. Same mash bill, of course. Same, style, right? But a single barrel bourbon is poured from one single barrel, and no one barrel is exactly like any other barrel. That means when you drink a single barrel bourbon, your experience could be very slightly different with each bottle that you try if it came from a different barrel, right? When you have bourbon blends, they're much more likely to be very on point. You're going to get the consistent thing every time because that bottle came from a blend of different barrels.
Holy smokes, 25 likes, Trent. I don't know if I can get my eyebrows go any higher.
But when you have a single barrel bourbon, your experience can be, and look, your palate has to be very advanced to pick this up, and mine is not, okay? I follow real bourbon. I don't consider myself a real bourbon connoisseur. I'm interested in it. But when you follow real bourbon connoisseurs on TikTok and stuff, like, they will let you know that your palate picks up slight differences from barrel to barrel when you're drinking single barrel bourbons, because each one of them are coming from a single barrel. So you can pick up the slight differences between them. So no one bottle of Blanton's is exactly like another bottle of Blanton's unless they both came from the same exact barrel. So there you go.
26 likes, Trent. It's a great night. Thank you, guys.
Sure.
Thank you, from the bottom of our hearts, man. Because Trent always says YouTube is a hard grind, and it really is, bro. When you get on, like early this last week, we got on. It was so slow. It was like talking to ourselves. I don't know if you ever done that, but you can only listen to yourself so much. That's why I have a wife so I can listen to her talk, and I don't have to talk.
That's why.
Yeah, exactly why. I didn't want to go over Athena one quick sec, Trent.
Yes.
It's my last one. Oop.
Yeah.
Oop. There we go. So the one thing I pointed out Athena, now it does make me a little nervous because we almost look like a double top, but we did make a golden cross, the 21 cross and the 50 on the 12 hour. Now, the momentum wave looks like it wants to continue. The strength is popping up. The Stokes RSI are looking good, and we're above 60, which is a sign of strength. Now, the VWAP does look a little low, but man, if we could break above this, we're looking at a big leg up, like you're above $1, which is 25% gains. And it's possible too where we come in and we end up making like a cup and handy first. We make a cup and handle and then we take off. So it's just something that I want to keep in play. You keep you guys aware of different moves out there. The channel is always full of different trades, I guess. You just keep looking until you find the one that fits you. You don't force a trade. You force a trade, that's where you start looking to get hurt. We have PM squared. Get the Blanton's red label. That's a Takora single barrel.
What was that?
He said PM squared says, get the Blanton's real label Takora single barrel.
The Blanton's red label. Okay, yeah. I know. Look, what I want is the Blanton's, not the Blanton's gold, the Blanton's single barrel proof. Okay, so if you don't know what barrel proof is, barrel proof means that the elixir, if you will, came out of the barrel at the same strength that the bourbon was inside of the barrel. So this is, this is only 93 proof, right? But if you get it straight, oh, that's what it's called, Blanton straight from the barrel. So what they do when they put it in here is they proof it down a little bit with Kentucky limestone water. They use Kentucky limestone water to proof it down just a little so that it's not as harsh, right? But you can also get Blanton straight from the barrel, which...
A real man just buys the barrel.
yeah. Which is going to come in at like 126 proof or whatever. It's, yeah. It's intense.
Hey, what's up, Dina? You made it. I can't believe it. That's an extra like, man. Look at all likes, Dina. You. We've been on fire tonight, dude. Freaking Jeremic flashed the bat signal, dude. He helped get us up to 451. Dude, that's
PM
crazy.
He says once he hits 12K by year end, I'll donate one. Hell yeah. Look, so that is on my list to buy. Not yes, the red label, but before I get to the red label, I really want the Blanton's straight from the barrel. That one's well over $200. Well, from the store I go to, it's oftentimes $300. But I did have a, if you know Heaven's Door, not to be confused with Heaven's Hill, but Heaven's Door Distillery puts out some really good bourbon, and I got a Yosemite National Park edition of that bottle, and I already drank almost all of it except for the last splash at the very bottom. I could go kill that splash right now. Why not? But I have the last splash at the very bottom of that bottle left, and that one is cask strength or barrel proof, meaning they did not add any water to it to proof it down. The strength that it came out of the barrel at is the strength that goes into the bottle at. Was that a bourbon? I have John Wick bottles, yummy and expensive. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, like I know it's the Brew Crew just because, like, I am craft beer is my first love, okay? But more recently I have gotten into bourbon, and yeah, I've got a Blanton single barrel. I've got an E.H. Taylor small batch bottled in bond. I also have an E.H. Taylor single barrel bottled in bond. A store near me actually has a George T. Stag. Trip out on that. A George T. Stag. And I've been tempted to buy it several times now. A George T. Stag, and they have it at $799, which that bottle should go for over $1,000. And I've been tempted to snag it a couple times now. And I've been telling myself that George T. Stag is my post bull run bottle. So, there you go. But I have a couple E.H. Taylors. I have a couple Blantons. I've got 4 Roses. If you pull the trigger, make sure it's the real thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've got a couple Blanton's, a couple E.H. Taylors. I love E.H. Taylor. E.H. Taylor is my favorite bourbon so far. I have a Four Roses. I have a, it's nothing special, but Jack Daniel's single barrel select. It's really good, actually. It's better than you expect. Blanton Single Barrel 2023 River Edition, ETH makes it to 20K, and Bitcoin 350K deal. I send one to the show so you guys can get sauced up. Hell yeah.
Hey, that might be a couple of years, man. I don't know if we hit 50K this bull market, but I'll hold you to it in the next bull market.
Yeah. Hey, if it goes to those numbers, I'm buying one myself too, but I will gladly receive yours as well. What else do I have? My favorite. Okay, look, since we have so many bourbon lovers in the chat right now, I'm gonna go grab the favorite bottle that I've ever had, and it's not a tater bourbon. Okay, it's not like a it's not you'd be surprised. That's true. It's not a Buffalo Trace. It's not in the Buffalo Trace
Calvin.
family.
Take care. We'll catch you tomorrow.
It's not in the Buffalo Trace family. It's not super expensive, but it is cask strength, and it is my favorite bourbon that I've ever had. And I only have one more splash of it left, and I'm gonna pour it right now.
Right now, or do you want to wait until we hit 500?
No. Take it away. Look, when we hit 500, we might not have real bourbon lovers like this in the chat, so much. So just, take it away.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to jump into Crow because Crow deserves to be looked at. Now, I've been calling for 20 cents longer than probably most people have when I saw it rip up. And I actually took profits at 26 cents. I didn't catch the top. It's not about catching the top to me. And when I look at this chart right here, wait, what the hell is this? This isn't Crow. This is XRP. Okay, where are we at, Crow? We were in this triangle. I thought we would break through this triangle. I did. And we ripped up so fast and so quick. I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. I thought this could have been the top right here at 25, and that's where I took profits. And I didn't realize we're gonna go up to another 40. That's crazy. But no, I think realistically, we could literally come back down to 17. Now, I think 20 is probably a good solid psychological number. We're starting to get overspot. We had our first double green dot right here, so we only look at a couple cents lower. Momentum wave still hasn't flipped. Money flow has been outflowing. I mean, this was all retail, this whole thing right here. Because they said that True5 bought their money at 15 cents. So, on average. So, that this is all retail. Outflow has been strong. VWAP's been coming down. Stokes RSI are resetting. You jump in the larger time frame, like it's a 12-hour. It still looks like it's straight down action. So, I'm still thinking this is the range, man. Come back down, maybe touch the 50, and then maybe that's it, man. Look at the 21. We shot up. They say 20 getting too far away from the 21 that we do become a magnet, though. Devious size, you can literally count it, dude. It's not skipping any numbers. It's very smooth. It goes 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and it's just been coming down. We've been losing strength. If it was like 17, 18, 16, I'll be like, okay, we're getting ready to do a leg up. I think we're coming down to some type of level. 20 cents is such a solid level from the past. That's where I think we'll come. That's not where I think we'll come lower to that level. Like 17, it's the bottom of this resistance. Realistically, we're looking at this zone right here, maybe right here, and then we got this. And we're currently at this level. So, we're looking pretty good. I do think it's possible to come down a couple cents. Just the perfect excuse to drink it. Long live bourbon. Hopefully no one else drank it first. Yeah, right. I wonder how old that bottle is. Molly's probably like, don't drink it. He's like, I got it. I got bourbon lovers on here. I gotta drink it. What do you got?
There is less than a shot left in here. And look, this is not a tater bottle, right? It's not like a way inflated, overpriced bottle. I got this for less than $100, and I bought an E.H. Taylor single barrel for $200. But this has been my favorite bottle of bourbon I've ever had. There's less than a shot left in it, and it is Heaven's Door, not to be confused with Heaven's Hill, but Heaven's Door Yosemite National Park edition. So this is single barrel, and Yosemite National Park selected their own barrels of this by hand, and we go to Yosemite every year over Molly's birthday.
Do you really?
And, yeah, and this is where I found it. It's in October 23rd. So this is cask strength or barrel proof, right? It is not watered down. So the strength that it came out of the barrel is the strength that it went into the bottle. This is coming in, and look, there's okay. This is not the strongest barrel proof out there, right? But it is 119 proof. So it's coming in at 59.6%. And bottle number 52, cask strength, single barrel select.
I got to pee, Trent, but PM Square just messaged you, so you got.
Without further ado,
You got to respond to PM Square too.
got you. PM squared 4x from the October-November 2021 high. Bitcoin and ETH will have to be crazy high for that to happen. Yeah, right. I agree. But look, all I need is for Cardano goes back to $3, and I'm doing very, very, very well. I'll put it that way. Cardano goes to Cardano just goes back to all-time highs, and I'm taking some friends on some excursions. Okay, I'll put it that way. We're gonna live it up for a while, and I'm gonna put a good amount of cash in my bank account, and I'm gonna be stashing some aside to reinvest in the market. So Cardano does well, I do well. Hell yeah. Cask strength, Heaven's Door, Yosemite National Park edition. Dang. I like when it's the bottom of the bottle like that, you don't want to let it sit for years and years because you have more oxygen in the bottle than you do bourbon, right? But still, this pour is going to be fantastic. I can already smell it. You can tell that it's like cask strength when you tip it back, and the aroma going into your nose starts to make your eyes water. You said that is 60%. Yeah, 59.6%. Yeah, 119 proof.
Hello.
I was just telling the audience that you can tell that it's cask strength or barrel proof when the aroma going into the nose makes your eyes water. But this is nothing compared to like even Stag Junior or whatever. 130 proof, 64%. Yeah, crazy stuff. I don't like anything over 120% personally. So yeah, dude, this is nutty and fruity at the same time. and smooth.
You know, 50. Oh.
This is my favorite bottle that I've ever had. And
Yeah.
I know.
Are you gonna buy another bottle?
I don't know if I can find another one. No, I got this a couple years ago, and the last year when I went, I couldn't find it.
Have you tried Timu?
They're for sure not gonna have it. And again, this is not an outrageous $1,000 bottle. I got this under $100. It goes to show. And don't get me wrong, I love E.H. Taylor. That I bought at $200, but I got this under $100, and it's my favorite bottle. So like, it goes to show that like the things that are hype are hyped. It doesn't mean they're the best. Now I realize I've never tried George T. Stagg, and I have a friend that told me like, look, when you try George T. Stagg, you're gonna realize that there's nothing else like it. And that's probably true, but I haven't tried it yet. Post bull run, I'm gonna buy one. But until then, this is my favorite bottle. Gang, look for change with solid community and prices in the gutter. Hell yeah.
I agree, man. I've been checking them out. Actually, you know, I wouldn't say XLM is in the gutter, but I did tell you guys I did sell some of my Crow at 26 cents. I swung it into XLM because it was in a falling wedge versus Crow and flying up. You know, selling the green, buying the red.
There you go.
Downed it, man. Now you're going to be lit tonight. What Trent doesn't tell you is fill that bottle up with water and put a couple drops of red and yellow dye into it.
No, I mean, I'm a little over the edge, but I will be absolutely fine tonight.
That's too funny. Well, we ended the poll tonight, Trent, with 0.25. Man, 50% people think we want to get a 0.25. I really thought we would be getting up. What's up, LT? What up, baby? Let's make money. Ada Charles just teased us with his talks with Google running on Cardano and midnight on X. We are so effing ready, bros. All of us that DCA big, most cryptos. Let's go, guys. You know, alt season is around the corner, guys. Nothing but huge news.
Yes, sir.
But I think we went over my picks. I mean, you got anything else left, Trent? You're supposed to do Cardano Spotlight. We're running at an hour and 47, so I don't know if you want to do it, if you care to do it, or if you should do it.
Yeah, we're about done. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything crazy.
Did you miss the Cardano and Google working together?
Cardano and Google working together. Where's that at?
That's what you just said, LT.
Yeah. Let's see here. Well, my keyboard just died. So I can't do anything, guys. My keyboard is dead. We've been here over an hour. However, yes, like let me go switch the banner at the bottom. Cardano, wait. Okay, Cardano Spotlight. Let me switch the banner at the bottom. Guys, I showed you some killer signals on Cardano from the VIP signals in our Discord. Swing signals and market analysis showing longs on Cardano. Everyone here knows that we're big on Cardano, okay?
So bigger on XRP.
No, we're bigger on Cardano.
Bigger market cap. Longer distance.
Okay, I can't argue with that, okay? I can't argue with that. But Cardano community for the win still. My keyboard is dead. We're gonna have to end the show. but Cardano strong. Let's go. You want to sign us off?
Yeah, guys. Hey, you know what, guys? We're here for the community. The community's here for us. We had a great time tonight. Let me look at Trent. He's had 3 or 4 shots. Finished his favorite bourbon. Had 2 beers. He's feeling great. His keyboard's dead. We're just lucky he still has a mic. And guys, you know, I finished my beer. I feel pretty good. You know, I haven't really drank in a couple of weeks, so it was nice to be able to spend that special time with you. And we'll be back tomorrow, 10:30 or 11, Trent, tomorrow.
10:30 tomorrow. Today was like a little weird because I do spend some time during the day taking care of my elderly grandmother. She's like 92 years old, 91. She'll be 92 soon. But yeah, sometimes like she calls and she also can't hear when she calls, and you don't know if she like needs something really urgent.
At that point, age is just a number.
Yeah, I think that I got it through to her today that I'll be over at 8 o'clock in the morning every day. Like my dad goes over at like 5:30 actually, which, you know, props to him. He gets over there before he goes to work even, which, you know, he's 50 something years old working a job at the Marine base, and, you know, he's going over there before he goes to work. Like, he's doing more than I am.
10,000 coins coming, hitting geometric shape. Hey, I've heard about it, man. Muffhead's all about those 10,000 X's or 10,000 X coins.
Yeah. So, you know, my dad does more than I do, but I gotta pick up some of the slack. You know what I mean? So, I think I got it through to her today, not to like call me and wonder where I am. And I think she knows that I'm just going to be over there at 8 a.m. no matter what.
97, still taking small walks, man. Whew, good for them.
Yeah. So that's gonna make it. I think that's gonna make it to where she knows like 8 a.m. I'm over there and she's not calling me at random times, and I'll be able to like do what she needs at 8 and do what and run the live stream at 10:30. So, you know, like I'm able to be so flexible because for 2 reasons. Like my wife has a really good gig at the school district. Has a master's degree. She's worked in education for
I didn't know Molly had a master's.
Yeah, worked in education for almost a decade, and you know, like the job that she has is not like she's a teacher, but she doesn't have a whole classroom at one time. They're independent study students. They come to her like one student at a time. They schedule in like an hour block with her. Half of them don't show up. And when they don't show up, yeah, she has to kind of track them down on the phone. But other than that, she has a lot of freedom. But it's the highest paying school district in the whole region where we live. And she does really well there. Also, I trade for a living. Like, you know, for those that don't know, you know, Tyler used to work T-Square used to work for Ben Armstrong, BitBoy with Pluto Alliance, and I used to write scripts for BitBoy.
9 p.m.
Yeah, even on the new channel, I wrote scripts for BitBoy.
I like how your last part of your name is squared. Looks good as mine.
I wrote scripts for BitBoy all the way up until February of this year when he ran into his troubles. And I know he's back now. Shout out to him. But he's doing his own thing so far. We'll see what happens. And you know, since February, I went into full-time trading, and I've done well enough so far to be able to trade what I need to supplement household income, and then focus the rest on building this YouTube channel. Focus the rest on building the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube and focus the rest on building a community that adds mutual value, where we add value to the community and the community adds value to us. And the place where that happens outside of the live stream is our Discord. So there you go. You want to sign us off?
Yeah, my last two things is, hey guys, Bitcoin's broke 112, so let's freaking go. You know, look at that candle right there where we were talking about bourbon breaking up. Good sign. This short term, gold above 36.50. Let's freaking go. And silver above 41.36. Yeah. So you know, it's all about fun times, good times here, guys. We appreciate each of you guys showing up. Chen will be back here at 10:30 tomorrow. And then we'll both be back here for the 7:30 Eastern Standard Time show. Pacific Standard Time. I keep saying Eastern. I don't know why. 7:30 Pacific Standard. You guys show up at 7:30 Eastern, you're gonna miss us. But appreciate you guys. Stay hydrated. We'll be back tomorrow. Nothing but love, guys. Later.